Leo, Leo, Leo. Overall energy for Leo. Leo, overall energy for this reading. Obstacles and challenges. Oh, Leo. Solitude, sacrifice, memories of love, foundation and achievements, which is that house, home, commitment, leveling up. Memories of love is like Six of Cups, so it could be something from the past. Somebody could just be thinking about the past. The past could be yesterday. It could be 5 minutes ago. It could be years ago. All right. Maybe thinking about the sacrifices that they've made. And then solitude, being alone, maybe doing some reflecting, sitting in silence, meditating, journaling, reading, learning, with the obstacles and challenges. So something happened here, and now this person is kind of just tuning in, turning in by themselves and thinking about everything. So let's dive in. Leo. This is a general reading. Energies can be flip-flopped and reversed, all right? So place it where you see fit. Don't force it. Leo's person. When I say your person, it could actually be your energy. So, all right. What's going on? Current energy, current situation. 10 of Cups. Starting off real happy. We have Scorpionic energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So water sign you could be dealing with. It could also be some kind of jealousy going on too. I'm just going to throw that out there. We'll see what happens with the rest of this reading. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. This could have been, there could be a big age difference. Doesn't have to be, but it could be just kind of like newer, young, youthful, playful. This person could be a little immature. And then we have Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups. So Page of Wands, Page of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. So it could have started off playful, fun, that kind of a thing. And then maybe things started moving a little bit in a forward direction. I mean, you're fire and I have a lot of water. So let's see. Now we have Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Moving slow, planned, methodical, wish fulfillment. It seems very positive. The overall energy was kind of negative, and now it seems very positive. No drama, no arguments, no third-party stuff. So what's happening here? The Chariot. I feel like this person wants to move forward. I feel like the energy is really good. Two of Cups. Temperance, going with the flow. Oh, breadcrumbing to backstab, betrayal, painful ending. So I'm kind of under the impression here, Leo, that things were going really, really good. Smooth sailing, things were clicking, sparks were flying, emotions were growing. Happening at a slow, steady pace. And then all of a sudden, I have lying, sneaking, cheating, stealing, manipulating, creating conflict, breadcrumbing, and some kind of backstab, betrayal, painful ending. So for some reason, it came to an end. So let's see why. What's blocking this? What interfered? What happened? the World. So you could live at a distance. There could be travel involved, or there's a cycle that needs to close out. House, home, commitment, leveling up. Is it something where this was going really smooth, but somebody just doesn't want to commit or level up? They just want to stay in this energy. Maybe they don't want to sacrifice anything. They want to stay single, which could be that solitude and sacrifice. Maybe they just want to stay by themselves. You know what I mean? They don't want to level up. They don't want to put a name on it. They don't want to commit to anything. I don't think they want anybody to walk away, but they just don't want to level anything up. Again, you could live at a distance, so it could be hard to do that, but somebody pieced out. Somebody was like, no, I want more. You don't. There's the drama, arguments, disputes. It got toxic, or it got heated, to say the least. Conflict again, not stable. Somebody here is looking for stability. The other person is just looking for a fun time. I feel like the energy between the two of you was really good, though. So that could be the problem. You know, that could be why somebody wanted things to grow. So heartache, pain, disappointment about a new beginning in love and Tower. So maybe this person didn't communicate that to you, or vice versa. This can be flipped. Maybe this wasn't communicated, that I don't want to move this into a higher level of commitment. I just want to be single, have fun, no strings attached. I'm not going to entertain a third party, is what it looks like. For some of you, it could be different. It's a general reading. So some of you, it could be they're dating other people. But in this specific reading, that was in reverse. So I feel like this person doesn't want to date other people or see other people. They just don't want to put a name on it or level it up. They still want to have their independence. They still want to do whatever they want to do, which I don't like that energy, because if a third party does come along unexpectedly and they ditch you, then they could just say, well, I told you, no strings attached. You know what I mean? I don't like that, because it leaves the door way too wide open. Unless that's something you want and you're fine with it, more power to you. But I'm just cautioning you, that leaves that door open for that to happen. You know? All right, let's see. How do they feel about you, Leo? What are their feelings? King of Pentacles, Tower. Oh, Leo. They saw you as, like, stable. Maybe you do good with work, money, finances. Be careful. If you paid for a lot of stuff, be careful, because they could have felt like, all right, you know, this is cool. Leo's paying for me. You're in reverse. So they see you more. This is what I'm getting at. They see you more as King of Pentacles than King of Wands. They see you more as a provider, stability. You take care of them. Maybe you bought them groceries or paid for dinner every time you went out, or just you footed the bill, you know? So they're seeing you more as that than they are as you and who you are. That go-getter, born leader, fiery energy. How else do they feel? How else do they feel? Sadness, loss, regret, remorse. See, I don't think they wanted you to stop seeing them, but they weren't going to give you what you wanted. So yeah, they're feeling like you ignored them, rejected them, turned your back on them, walked away. You made them happy. They saw happiness with you. Why wouldn't they level it up? Leap of faith, the Chariot, change in perspective. You know what? I say this in a lot of my readings, especially personal ones. So if you had a personal with me, I probably said this to you. When you pull your energy back, they feel that disconnect. They feel you pulling your energy back and moving on, and they don't want to lose you. So they are going to start to chase you or reach out to you or try to get you back. So it may change their perspective where it's like, well, I don't want to lose Leo. I really like Leo. I had fun with Leo. Maybe I should put in some work and effort on this connection with Leo. So I feel like they're changing their perspective instead of just a friends with benefits or not leveling things up. Maybe I'll take that leap of faith. So I feel like they're changing their perspective here because you pulled your energy back, because you walked away. So good. They're feeling it, you know? So what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Playa in reverse. They still see you as earth energy. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, but I have my player card in reverse. The Knight of Wands. What are they thinking? It's almost like I feel like they're thinking, maybe it is time for me to get serious. Maybe it is time for me to step up. Maybe it is time for me to stop living in this single land energy, you know? Wish fulfillment, abandon. They're looking at this as a missed opportunity, Leo. They're watching you on either social media or they're getting ready to message you. Oh, wow. About working this out, leveling up, commitment, being on the same page. 10 of Pentacles. Leo, this is you. Now they see you as you. Now they see you as you. There is a lot of passion, attraction, desire, chemistry. They may want to reignite this flame here. I would say careful. This could just be passion-based, sex-based. You know what I mean? But I do have the 10 of Pentacles, the commitment, the being on the same page, and the Lovers. I feel like what you're doing, your little method here, walking away, is waking them up for them to be like, I don't want to lose you. Good. Good job. Well done. What's the outcome? What's going to happen? Reconciliation. Some of you may not. It's a general reading. Reconciliation with a transformation, and then you won't ignore or reject them. But I feel like you need that clarity. You need them to be clear, and you need them to put in that work and effort and prove it to you, right? You need that proof by their actions, not their words. And you're going to move slow. You're not going to rush into anything with this person, but I feel like most of you are going to give them a chance. I feel like you really like them too. It was really good energy. You are going to be a little bit blocked off or cold, cut off a little bit. I don't feel like you're going to just dive in with your emotions and things like that. You're going to be a little hesitant, but I see it progressing. I see it moving along. That Lovers is here again. Truth, clarity. A lot of earth energy coming through, air energy. The Sun. Balance. Wish fulfillment. All right. Things look good. Things look good. Again, you're going to be very slow moving. Just to see, do they mean what they say? All right, messages for Leo. Leave behind your fears. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. This is to that person for sure, unless it's reversed. So take that how it resonates, but it could be you. I feel like it's them because I feel like it's fear that was stopping them. They probably got hurt in the past or grew up in where their parents just didn't get along. You know what I mean? So when it comes to commitments, they have a negative mindset towards it, but I feel like you are changing that. Reconciliation. See? Someone from your past is or will be returning to your life. The past could be 5 minutes ago. All right? Yesterday. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. Well said. All right. Numbers. Could be birthday, anniversary, number of days, weeks, months, years, an angel number, and age. I forgot to do this at the beginning. We have 88. Lionsgate. 88. What do we got for numbers? 2, 2, 12, 7. Getting a lot of angel numbers today. So 2, 2, 7, 9, and 12. So February, July, September, December, 27, 92, 29, 79. Play around with the numbers. All right. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. Could be any sign. Strong placements in their chart. Something could happen during that season, like Leo season. All right, we have Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Could be another Leo. All right. Letters. Could be first, middle, last name, initials. Could spell a name. Could spell a word of significance. Place it where you see fit. We have V, I, R, J, O, T, N, W, Z, G, L, X, Q. A lot came out that time. I, V, T, N, W, Z, G, R, J, O, X, L, Q. All right. That's what we have for Leo.